Hello, 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 everyone. So, I have a Reborn doll that I got for my birthday. She's technically a replica Reborn doll. So, she is a replica of a Reborn doll kit. She is, factory made. She's not hand painted. But she was a birthday gift, so please be nice. I wanted to talk about the doll, what she came with, and whatnot. And then I wanted to tell you about some of the options available if you can't afford like an artist painted Reborn doll. My first doll, Little Miss. Let me get her out here because I couldn't make a video about her sister and not have her with me. Poor little thing. I picked her up completely the wrong way. But anyways, this is Melissa Pearl. She's my first Reborn. She has a COA downstairs. She is the Erin kit. She is absolutely beautiful, hand painted. Somebody was downsizing their collection, so I got a really good deal on her. I absolutely love her. She is my little baby. Just look at her. She is so cute. She has little mow hair that I like to try and style with my hands because I have to get a bamboo brush to really style it the way I want to and get it neat again. It was very neat when she came to me, but she spent so much time in my arms and just with me that she's definitely got a little crazy hairdo. That, and I bring her out with me a lot places, and I usually put like a little hat on her head, and her hat gives her little hat hair. But she is so precious. She's weighted. She feels so good to hold. She was my first Reborn, and I'm so glad I got her off reborns.com and everything. I do strongly believe that if you can support a local artist in your country, in your community, you absolutely should. Like, I think that's good for small businesses. Like, you should support those. It's good for the artists. I love craft fairs. I love going on Etsy and getting doll clothes people have made and things like that. I like supporting artists when I can, but I also believe that, sometimes things like that can be a little expensive, right? If you can afford it, absolutely do that. But if you can't, I don't think anyone should get bullied over a hobby or a toy or a doll. I think that's silly. Not everyone can afford something super, super expensive. I'm not like advocating for replica dolls. I'm not advocating for unethical dolls. I'm just saying in general, if you can't afford an artist Reborn, don't feel bad. I'm going to talk about like some other options. Some are more ethical than others, but I just wanted to do that. But I want to talk about my little Sandie. When I saw her online and she said she was a Reborn doll, the seller, and that she was downsizing her collection, I thought she was absolutely beautiful. Like, she is so, so pretty. And I was like, I know that kit from I know that like face sculpt from somewheres. Like, because when I bought my first Reborn, I was scrolling reborns.com and looking at so many different dolls and browsing. And I bought mine because I just felt that little heart flutter that you knew that doll is meant to come home with you and be in your collection. But like, I saw Sandie and I felt like I loved her. I loved her, her expression, her little eyes. I was like, she is so pretty. When I saw her in person, I was looking at the doll. I had a chance to look at her, and I was like, I'm not sure if she's like, her skin felt a little different than my first Reborn, but like, I don't know. I'm like a newer to collecting them, so I'm like, I don't know if that's just me, like, and whatnot. But when I got home, I did more research, and I figured she was probably some sort of replica, like when I was holding her in person. But I really liked her. I don't plan on selling her. My biological father gave me the money for her, and my mom, and I used some bottled and can money and whatnot, and that was my birthday money. And it's very a sentimental gift because my father was in the Army. I didn't see him a lot growing up, so like it meant a lot that he got me something that I was interested in and enjoy. Because usually if he thinks something is like too young or not age appropriate, he's not one to get it for you. My mother, on the other hand, will. She's always supported my doll collecting. She likes me to feel comfortable being myself, and if I like dolls, that's good with her. You know, there's a lot worse things I could be doing than collecting dolls. And just to have to see that my father supported me and what I was interested in felt really good. I am autistic. A lot of things I like are dolls, toys, and cartoons and stuff. So like, and like I love Disney movies. Love those. I love like Scooby-Doo and things. So it is very sentimental. So I knew I wasn't gonna, ever sell this doll. And I bought her. I brought her home. I looked at her more closely. I posted her in a doll group that I am. Somebody did comment she was a replica doll. They've been collecting longer than I have. I'm like, okay, so she's probably a replica doll. I definitely think she is. But I absolutely love her, and I'm so happy with her, and I get a lot of joy out of, dressing her up and taking care of her like I do Melissa Pearl. The only thing that feels super different is she doesn't feel quite as weighted. Like up here is really soft. She does have some weight in like her lower limbs, but she's not as weighted in the top. But she does have some weight. And then the lady who sold her to me did this really, what I thought was really sweet and thoughtful. She made a little bracelet as a special little gift when I bought her, because she said I was so nice and polite when buying her. And so she made a little bracelet for her that has the name I chose for her. So I absolutely love her. This is an outfit she came in. She had this little headband. I think I have it on right. I think that's how it's supposed to go. Maybe I have it on completely wrong, but and then she had this like pink little sweater. It buttons, and then if you unbutton it, she has this beautiful little romper that goes down to the legs with buttons down there and little blue sandals. This is the outfit she came to me in. But she had a lot of other accessories. The lady collected a lot of other dolls. She was downsizing her doll collection on Facebook Marketplace, and she lived like an hour away. And she delivered the doll to me, and I gave her some money for the gas for delivering her, because I thought that was super nice of her to drive all the way to deliver her. But I thought she was so beautiful. I think when you're collecting something, and when you're new to like certain brands of dolls, or even anything like trading cards and different things, you might come across replicas or counterfeits. And if you do and you happen to buy them, like I got like a quick look at her, I had a feeling she was a replica, but the lady obviously was gonna go, and I was meeting her in public, so like it was a quick exchange. I gave her the money. I knew I wasn't going to sell the doll. But I don't want that to stop you from enjoying the item you have. That sometimes happens in life. It's a lesson learned, in my opinion. And you definitely research, what you're going to buy. Like I said, when I was feeling her, I was like, this doesn't, like, her skin doesn't feel the same. The rubber's a little more soft. You can't feel the paint as much. I feel like you can feel the paint on Melissa Pearl more. But I thought maybe that was just me at first, and then when I posted her, they said she's a replica doll. I was like, yeah, that confirmed what I was thinking. But I also think she's so beautiful that I don't care. I get joy out of dressing her. I get joy out of taking care of her. Like, she's gonna stay in my house. It's gonna be her forever home. I'm not too worried about the fact that she's a replica. I don't plan on ever selling her and whatnot. If I ever did get rid of her, I'd probably do it as like a gift to somebody. That's usually what I do when I've decided I'm done with a certain toy or doll, is I give it as a gift and pass it on that way. And I would let somebody know that she is a replica so that nobody else buys her thinking she's a real reborn or like authentic and like handmade. But she is absolutely beautiful. I am very happy with my birthday gift, just to point that out. Like, she was an amazing birthday gift, sentimental. This is her forever home. She is my little Melissa Pearl's big sister now. Like, I care for her just like I do Melissa Pearl. I get her ready in the morning like I do Melissa Pearl. Like, I have a routine with my Reborn dolls. I got into them because I had a therapist, and she's like, notice I collect dolls. And she's like, what a great, you know, they're very therapeutic. And we got to talking about Reborn dolls. I did the research, read about them, and the weight of them can be very therapeutic for a lot of people with PTSD, autism, anxiety, depression. And I think it definitely helps with like any loneliness you may feel, because like I live in my apartment and I don't get out as much. So it does help. Like, I'll do a little pizza party with my dolls. I like to go out and like photograph my dolls in different places like parks and things, and make little slideshows. And I love dressing them up. Like, I have always enjoyed collecting dolls. So she was probably one of my favorite birthday gifts I've gotten in a long time. And I absolutely love her. And she came with so many clothes. She had a little snow outfit she came in, and mind you, I knew I wasn't gonna have a lot of clothes that fit her. I had like maybe, because like when you're doll collecting, I keep baby clothes for a lot of the dolls that I might get that don't have an outfit yet, and then I might go to like Etsy and find a dress, like say for Cabbage Patch, that are made for those dolls. But I thrift baby clothes here and there. I don't buy a lot at once, maybe one or two here and there. And for me, whenever I get rid of clothes, I donate them. I donate them just like I do with my clothes that I wear, to these bins around different towns near where I live, that you put clothes in a bag and you put it in the bin, and they give those clothes to veterans, families in need. So that's what, if any of their clothes get even a little stained or wear out, or I just want to change it up and they've been in the closet a while, I'll donate them like I do mine. Like, you know, there's, I think, ways to collect toys without, you know, it being me. Like, you can definitely collect Reborn dolls and toys and still give back to your community when you're done with an item. And have it go to a baby in need. Like, I don't want to take away from actual babies. I'm not going to feed my doll real formula. It's a doll. They do have like fake formula you can make out of flour, lotion, and water, I think. I've got to look like more into that. I know the lady sent me with a bottle of fake formula, and the bottle is right here. It's a little Boston Red Sox one. I am a Yankees fan, but my mom's family is a Boston Red Sox fan, so we thought that was funny. And the tip is, you know, sealed. It doesn't leak. It's fake formula. It's not real. And then she sent it with a diaper, I think over the doll's head. And that's typical with Reborn dolls when you buy them. It's to protect the doll's head from any scratches. So clearly this lady loved this doll in her collection, and I plan to love her for a very long time too. She was about my grandmother's age, so I understand why she listed it as a Reborn. I knew it wasn't going to come with a COA. I knew there was a chance it could be a replica. You know, I've heard of Reborn doll replicas, but to me it was about the therapeutic value of the doll. I knew she was legitimately weighted and whatnot. So I took my chance, and I'm okay with it. And then she gave me this little dinosaur outfit with a little sweater. It has a little onesie. This was just stuff she already had, and whatnot, and so it all fits this particular doll. She gave me this absolutely cute little galaxy romper, little PJs, and I might buy my doll a new outfit here or there, but it's probably going to be if something's on sale and if there's like more than one of that item. So like if I was at Kohl's and they had a sale on like one item, I might buy an item, or if it was a new outfit that I really liked and it was like Mickey Mouse, but only if there's more of one item, so that if a mom wanted that outfit, there would be others for her to take. Because I try to be polite and not like me, you know. I love this though. It's a little like outfit with little like shorts underneath. You know, it's polka dotted, absolutely adorable. She gave me a pair of blue little PJs. They're really cute and they're really soft. I thought the fact that she gave me boy and girl clothes both was nice. I think it's realistic, because sometimes you get like hand-me-downs and things when you grow up with siblings. I was like, oh, that's realistic. She gave me this little shirt. It's a little button up. I was like, that is so cute. She gave me this little shirt that buttons up. It's actually like super cute with like bunnies and a squirrel and a little fox. She also gave me this adorable little sweater. It's just a white sweater with some buttons. It buttons right up. Very cute. I got this little camo outfit with the little tutu. And she gave me some like ballet shoes, so I thought that was super cute. I can could tell as I was going through everything how much this doll meant to her. She had this cute little ladybug and snail little PJ sleeper onesie. She had a little skirt for the doll. It was red. It's like a little tutu kind of deal. She had this dress. This is probably my favorite outfit. It reminds me of like a going to church outfit or an Easter outfit. It's even got like a little bonnet with bows. Or you can put this little headband on with like the little flower, and that looks so cute on her. The little bonnet looks really cute. I have it tied on here so that I don't lose it, and so I keep things together. But the bonnet has like lace and cloth and everything. It's got the little bow detail. But now we're gonna get to my favorite outfit of all. And it is because I wear holiday clothes all year round, and I love Mickey Mouse and Minnie. Mickey has evolved over the years. Mickey was originally the history of Mickey, not the best history when it started out, but I think Mickey has evolved to become a very much beloved cartoon character. Like sometime if you want, I can make a video talking about the history of Mickey Mouse and how that's evolved. But for now, we're gonna just enjoy how cute this Mickey Mouse mummy candy corn orange Halloween onesie is. So I got all of that. She gave me 3 pairs of socks. So she had like just 3. They're kind of random. Like one is little flower detail. One is just plain yellow. One is just a plain gray. And then the other is like a red flower. Very cute socks. She gave me shoes. The little purse I have isn't what they they didn't come with this. This is from an Anana doll, and like the little thing that hangs it up broke. So I just put the socks in here, and I put this in this little laundry basket I have downstairs where I've stored like the shoes, and then the rest of the clothes I put in one of my closets up here. We have these beautiful blue sneakers, which I think are adorable. We have these kind of little silvery, shimmery sneakers, and then we have these pink ballet shoes with little white bows. This is her little pacifier. It's just a plain pacifier. It's very cute though, because she actually does have a magnet, so she can actually hold her pacifier. So I thought that was cute. Now, to get into the affordable options for Reborn dolls, one of them would be Paradise Gallery dolls. You can actually take out the stuffing and weigh them yourself. And they come with a certificate of authenticity as well. There was even, I want to say either for them or Ashton Drake, Ping Lau, who actually made a Reborn doll sculpt. She's an artist who made a Reborn doll sculpt. She created a doll for one of them for like a limited time. I just can't remember. I can't remember which one it was. But they do a lot of cool dolls. So we're gonna do window capture. And we want that. And we are going to do, oh, there we go. Only took a second, guys. But there's like, they have an Emma for Down syndrome awareness. They have this little peekaboo doll. They have like a Mardi Gras doll, and like sometimes you can even find these on Facebook Marketplace with a certificate of authenticity. I've heard that they're good for like people starting out that really want a Reborn doll but like can't afford one of the really expensive artist made dolls on reborns.com, because this is where I usually get mine, is reborn.com. It's where I got my first one, and I'm going to talk about that too a little. But these are really nice. You can take the stuffing out and weigh them, and they look very lifelike. Like, they're very good for people who are beginning to get into Reborn dolls. And then one of them I know that I saw on Facebook Market recently has like mohair, just like my first Reborn dolls. They're a lot less expensive, very lifelike. I don't know if they come weighted. I don't know if these ones come weighted. I saw one in the past that was weighted and came weighted, but I think some of these you might have to weigh yourself. But you can like click on the doll and read about it, and whatnot. You can see who the artist is. Over here you can see more full limbs, blue eyes, 16 inches head to toe. That one's actually really, really cute. I like that one a lot. But they're adorable. Like, how cute is this one here? The Down syndrome one is super cute. I like that one. This one is actually super cute to me too. I love the little curls, and it's by Ping Lau. Oh my goodness. So she is one of my favorite like sculptors in the Reborn artist community. Every time I see a doll sculpt, usually it's Ping Lau or like I think Natalie Black is who I see is who sculpted them. It's always one or one of the two. So like I'm not surprised that says Ping Lau, because I know she's like sculpted for them before. I think this one might be, yeah, that one's by Ping Lau too. I knew she's done some work for them. This one is the Down syndrome awareness one. I love the little bow. So these are really good if you're looking for an affordable, more affordable option. And if they aren't already weighted, you can weigh them yourself. I've heard some people say they had to weigh the doll themselves, and I've seen some that are sold in that state that the doll is weighted, like secondhand. So, you know, some might be weighted, some might not be, but like that's not like you can weigh the doll and it'll be fine. You know, it'll be just as good as any Reborn doll. This one I like a lot. Little Miss Pumpkin Spice. I think she's adorable. Little Snugglebug too. He is one of the boy dolls that I think is really cute. You might notice some like slight differences with, say, this one, with the way maybe the eyebrows are done, and like, but like it's extremely close to it's extremely close to a Reborn doll for somebody that is new to collecting and can't afford a Reborn doll. It's kind of like the next best thing to a Reborn doll. And like I said, there are Reborn doll sculptors that do make some of these Paradise Gallery dolls, and there is a collector, you know, community for these dolls. I think they are a great option. Another option would be, you know, like a Boo Boo baby. So sometimes you'll see a doll listed. I don't know if I'm gonna find one. I went to like pre-owned because I'm like, maybe it'll say on one of these. But a Boo Boo baby is basically a doll that that the painter says has some sort, or the artist or the owner says has some sort of maybe imperfection in the paint, and then that does like lower the price of the doll. I found that silicone dolls are much more expensive, and then the dolls I like to get are vinyl and soft cloth body dolls. I like those. I find that the weight of them is very comforting. There's also cuddle babies, so like the body is like, you know, the limbs are made of like cloth with the cuddle babies, and those are a little less expensive. So this would be like a cheaper option, if not like a pre-owned baby, but like if you found like a Boo Boo baby. Oh, here's one. This one is a Boo Boo baby, so let's check it out. So Boo Boo babies, what you do is you look through. She's selling this one for, okay, that I don't know how much this kit is originally worth. That was not what I was expecting for a price. But like you'll see, she may point out areas she thinks are boo-boos, like a little mark there. There might be like a couple of hairs maybe that have fallen out. So she's seeing this as a boo-boo. Maybe there's like a gap here. But you might be able to style the doll so it's not noticeable. Some boo-boo babies you can get for like a nice price. I kind of like looking for boo-boo babies. I saw a boo-boo babies that like Reborns Jess, she's like a YouTuber. She unboxed a boo-boo baby that like the artist was like a first-time artist, and it just had like little bubbles which kind of looked like a birthmark, and so it looked perfectly painted to me. But I guess the artist, you know, thought it had some boo-boos. And sometimes artists are their own worst critics. So like, to me it may not look like a boo-boo baby. Reborn's Jess, who has made a career painting and making Reborn babies, said that to her it didn't look like it really had much of a boo-boo. Like, she thought the doll was perfect and beautiful. I thought it was perfect and beautiful. So like, that's an option when you're shopping. And you can put in like a max and a minimum price. I always put in like a max and a minimum price. I like to use the filters. So I like to filter by you know, your country, to find like a more local artist. You can filter by like pet free. eye color, eye material. Do you want eyes that are awake or asleep? You know, use this to like your advantage to find out what you want when shopping. But that's an idea for those. Like maybe look for a Boo Boo Baby on purpose to see if you can find a kit that you really love that might have just like a few imperfections to somebody else. It might be, you know, imperfections to somebody else, but you might find a doll that you really treasure. And now I'm going to go into some of the ways that might be less ethical. I'm not sure like how ethical it is, but like I am never gonna like judge somebody based on like how they spend their money. I'm not gonna judge you based on how you spend your money and where like you buy things from, and like I'm not gonna judge you over a doll. Like at the end of the day, it's a doll. Maybe your kid really wants one. Like I get Reborn artist made dolls are a luxury, and I get that some ways to get a doll that is like a Reborn may not be as ethical, or may not to some people be as authentic, and some people in the Reborn community get very upset over this. I personally, I'm not judging. You love what you love. Like your doll is your doll. Like I said, I bought one that I can't say like she's, you know, she's a replica. Like this one is close to the Pippa sculpt, which the Pippa sculpt is my favorite sculpt. The Pippa sculpt can get expensive. Like I've seen it go, like one go for $500, and they sell out quickly. This is the closest I've seen a doll to the Pippa sculpt, and I like her, and it's $79.99. I try to support local artists. Like I didn't go purposely searching for a replica doll, but I do love her. Like I was just looking at dolls and I saw one I really liked secondhand, that stated it was a Reborn. And I feel like I got like what I paid for. Like obviously the price was was lower. Like I knew there was a big chance it could be a replica doll. I'm not upset over it. Like I feel like it's weighted, it's cute, I like the doll. Like for $125 I was like, yeah, it might be a replica. But these are really cute, these eye cradle ones, and I've heard some good reviews. Like I always check the reviews in the pictures of any doll I buy. I like to check the reviews of like even dolls I buy at Walmart. Like even Monster High dolls, like I am checking the reviews to see what other people have to say. This got like a 65% 5-star rating. So there might be like an issue with some of these body parts falling off and the posability with one comment, but other people are saying it's quality hair, with one customer noting it's nicely rooted. However, the size received mixed reaction. Like read the reviews, and then I always look for the picture of the doll. Like, does this look like some of the artist made dolls? Like it to me it's not as cute as maybe like the $500 Pippa doll that I saw, but it's still super cute. It looks to me that it is what it's pictured, and it looks like a doll that you would pay maybe $80 for. It looks lifelike. It looks similar to a Reborn. You know, it's cute. It's cute. You know, I say if you get that heart flutter with the doll and you feel like it's meant for you, and it has good reviews and it doesn't look too sketchy, get the doll that you love. You know. Like I get some companies are less ethical. They may have like copied a sculpt and things like that, and I hate that for the sculptor, right? But like on the other hand, I get not everyone can afford a doll from reborns.com made by Ping Lao, you know, sculpted by Ping Lao and made by an artist who like hand rooted every hair for like a long time. Probably I imagine the rooting process must take a long time. Like I have watched people do the rooting process on YouTube. It is like one hand at a time. Like the painting is that takes a lot of work. So like, you know, just keep in mind also that these are factory made, and the value is not gonna be that $500 doll. Like, it's not the same. It might not be as detailed, but it's still a beautiful doll that you could take care of and weigh. I've seen some people get iCradle dolls, and I do think they're pretty. I like this one in particular, but that's just me. This is another iCradle doll that I thought was cute, but once again, I always go to the reviews. This one has no reviews. I don't see any pictures. I think this one might have some reviews. Let's go down here and check out this one. So like, this one is they give you like care tips about the doll. Did I miss the reviews? It does tell what clothes she wears, so 0 to 3 month real baby clothes. You can dress the doll up just like you would a real reborn. It is weighted. This one said it's got hand painted hair and eyebrows. I don't know about that, but like, because I wasn't there when it was made. But it's very, very cute. It's got little wrinkled toes. It's got like a cute little body. Like, it's still very lifelike. It's another option if you can't like afford that $100 or $200 or $500 doll that looks really nice. Because let's face it, we have rent and food to pay for too. While I love supporting artists, and I definitely plan to get another doll eventually from reborns.com. When I see one that really makes my heart flutter and is affordable for me, I plan to get another. This is an option. You know, like, I had a neighbor say her daughter wants one. But they're ridiculously expensive is the way she ordered it. And I agree, they're a more expensive doll. They are like a more luxury item, you know, and they are artist made, and a lot of time and work and precision goes into making them. But I agree, they're very expensive when you're buying one for your kid. These are these are just an option out there that are cheaper. I've seen people say good things about the iCradle ones. That's actually specifically why I searched iCradle. I've seen people in the Reborn community say good things. Another one I've heard good things about is Bayside. But Bayside dolls, to me, and they don't look as detailed. So here are the Bayside dolls. They're still detailed, but like, I don't know. They don't look quite as, like, some of them don't look quite as detailed to me. This one though, like, I was like, this one's actually really cute and kind of looks like more lifelike to me. I don't know what it is, like the face I think is really cute. But they have others. This one I liked. It's like a 20-inch one. I don't know what size clothes it would wear. Sometimes you gotta scroll to the reviews. I mean, it's 20 inches, so like, you know, but like every like kid wears a different size. Every doll is a little different. The upside to reborns.com is, you know what size baby clothes are gonna fit. I don't know what size clothes this one fits, but they do come with a diaper, a pacifier, a bottle, a rattle, and whatnot. But yeah, so like, that is nice. I see this person gave it a really good review. They got it for their 4-year-old granddaughter, who probably was not old enough to have a real reborn. I don't know if I'd let a 4-year-old hold my my reborn with the mohair that's like very nicely painted, because reborns are art and therapy dolls, and so like, I don't know that I want a 4-year-old holding that, like personally, like holding my reborn. But like, would I let a 4-year-old hold a Bayside doll? If they're safe, Absolutely, and I've seen good reviews. I haven't seen a lot of anything saying that they're unsafe or people had problems after giving them to their kid. So I'm not necessarily recommending you go that route, but I'm saying it's an option for those who like can't afford one of the artist made ones from like reborns.com, because expensive, you know. And these ones run at like $50, some of them run at $50. And then I think, I don't know if they're on here. The thing to be careful about is some are going to be vinyl, and they'll say like soft, this says soft vinyl, like full body. A lot of times you got to be careful about like them mentioning on like say Temu, AliExpress, and things like that, of it saying it is silicone, because silicone dolls are expensive, and a lot of them are soft vinyl. There are some silicone ones. I'm trying to look for an example of a silicone one, but you just gotta be careful if you're looking for a silicone of like what is and isn't a silicone. Like this one says it's a silicone. This one actually I think may be silicone. I'm not sure if it's, I think it would be silicone just because of like the body. I'm gonna go down to the comments to see. The head shape also makes me think it's silicone. The price is $139, and with Bayside, that does kind of make me think it's silicone. I'm going down here. Okay, let's see. Somebody said, put, being a mom of 2 boys, uncertain if I can have a beautiful daughter. She has everything I wanted and more. Absolutely great quality and detail. Let me know if you would like to see me eventually. I'm taking a break from buying new dolls for a bit to appreciate the dolls I already have. Although I'm still going to review some toys and dolls. Like I have some Barbies for Throwback Thursday that I'm going to unbox, that are like vintage Barbies, and some toys that I still have to unbox in my closet. I have a linen closet, and that's where I keep the stuff I'm going to unbox, but I haven't unboxed yet. It's the stuff that I know I'm going to show you guys on YouTube and review or talk about. It's like my work closet that just also happens to have towels in it. You know, because like, you know, I love doing YouTube. It is a lot of work that I put in my YouTube, but like it's more a hobby for me. But still, it's like my YouTube closet, but happens to have towels. But like I try to think of like the reasons people want these dolls before I judge somebody for getting a replica or getting one off Amazon or getting like other, you know, ones from other places that might not be as ethical. Like that lady said, she doesn't know if she'll ever have a daughter. She really wants one. This is what she imagined. She's happy with it. As long as you're not, to me, selling it as if it was artist handmade for $500 when you got it off Amazon, it's good, you know. But people are saying they love it. I was trying to look for one that says it's silicone. This one says it is a silicone doll. It looks silicone to me because just its posability and its flexibility. Yeah, I think that's nice. But they have like some $100 silicone ones. I've seen a YouTuber, Mama Collie, who does review like some of the Mayfair or Bayside dolls, and will show you what you look like in person. She reviews them on like TikTok. She has a YouTube too. I watch her sometimes. I think I like that she shows you the dolls in person, so that you kind of can get an idea of what you're buying. Which is why I said I'm happy to review some of these less affordable option and compare some of these to like the artist made dolls, to give you guys some of an example for those of you who are doll collectors who might be looking for other dolls. Like, I don't mind buying, like, it's kind of like if you see a Rainbow High knockoff doll or a Dollar Tree doll, I don't mind reviewing the more affordable options. But let's just keep in mind that these are not the same as the artist made doll. They're just similar. They're just another option, maybe for like younger people that are starting out collecting, and for people that don't have the money for the artist made one. And let's keep in mind the sculptors, and appreciating their work. Like, I hope that you know, we really kind of start seeing. I would hate the idea of sculptors having their work stolen, is all. But like, realistically, like, I don't know, like, the laws that go into that, and like what they can do to stop that. Which is why I say some of these might be less ethical. I don't know what all the sculpt is. There are a lot of Reborn doll sculpt, and I've seen so many different Reborn dolls on reborns.com. Some sculpts I can kind of look at and I can be like, oh yeah, that's the, like, there's one sculpt in particular that I know just by looking at it. And that is the, I don't know what that is. Reborn. Oh, reborns.com. I don't know what that is. It's probably like a scam site over there. Like, I don't know what I just clicked on. This one I know, I want to say, is that how it's spelled? Man, I'm gonna have to go to filters. One of them, I'm gonna go to age. Older baby. There's an older baby. I know the Pippa sculpt when I see the Pippa sculpt. There is the Sandie sculpt, which is what my replica doll is. I know when I see a Sandie sculpt. I know when I see a Pippa sculpt. This is the one. This one here, I know when I see this sculpt what it is. I just can't pronounce it. And that's, when I saw this sculpt, the shape of the mouth was like so unique to me, but actually reminds me of like a real baby kind of going or like drooling or something. And the fact that I couldn't pronounce it made me so frustrated that I was like, I can't forget the sculpt. It's amazing that my brain is like, I can remember this sculpt, but ask me to remember something useful and it just leaves my mind. You know, I remember the name of the sculpt. I've seen this sculpt before. So like, if you just type in Reborns, this sculpt, where is it? Okay, now it's not popping up. I was gonna say, I saw a sculpt that I looked at it and I was like, I know for a fact that it is a copy of that sculpt. Hence why I said going to Amazon or Temu or AliExpress may not be as ethical, just because like sometimes they do copy the sculpts. I just don't know like what companies do or don't. And I think that's where we get into a gray area, because I feel bad for the sculptors, but at the same time, a lot of people just can't afford the artist handmade dolls, and so I try not to judge either way. But yeah, definitely not as ethical. But it is a way that you can afford one, and I want people to be able to have access to what is therapeutic for them. And I think we focus so much on what is good for, like, we focus so much on like a mental health crisis, but we're not like, well, what could help with that mental health crisis? Access to therapeutic toys that are not hundreds and hundreds of dollars for when people are young, and we can like work with them and teach them these new skills and ways to regulate emotions and new tools, but we make them so expensive that parents can't afford them. That is not the way to solve a mental health crisis. So, like, in a way, like, I think if they were making maybe new sculpts for, like, you know, less money, I'd be more okay with it, I guess. Like, I'm okay with, like, a weighted doll that has, like, its own brand and, like, whatnot. Like, I'm okay with Paradise Galleries. They're very ethical. I just don't know how ethical other companies are, and I'm still looking into it. So, like, keep in mind, Paradise Gallery, very ethical. Some of these other ones I'm showing you might not be as ethical. I'm looking for that, like, kit that I know I saw that day. But you will see, like, so many, and I think they might sell them on eBay. You might be able to find one in, like, a thrift store, maybe less likely where I live, but in other places you might be able to. So, like, yeah, like, secondhand is always good. And you just never know, you know, you might be able to find one, like I said, thrifting. I've seen some people they found, like, one thrifting or at a lawn sale, and I'm like, that's cool, you know. Oh, that's cute. I want to see the reviews on this one. That is absolutely adorable. I just want to look at the reviews. I'm not buying any dolls until next year. I'm just going down a rabbit hole with y'all now. It's 66% reviews. That's, like, what are the reviews with images? Okay. Well, I mean, it looked better in the picture. One of the things I noticed is sometimes they use, I think they use, like, the artist picture or something. Some of them look better in the picture, and that bothers me. I feel like this doesn't bother me as much because we can see the actual doll. Like, this feels like correct advertising, you know. This feels like if you're clicking on where'd it go? And I lost it. If you're clicking on, like, the doll I just clicked on and you see that, like, very lifelike photo, that's why I look at the reviews, because sometimes the pictures do not match the doll. So keep that in mind too. Bayside is not quite as bad as that, but, like, that one before, like, I was like, that doesn't look like the review picture. That looks too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, it might be too good to be true. Another brand I've heard of is, like, let's go to Amazon again. I'm opening up a second tab. See the things I do for y'all. They have Ivita silicone dolls. This is another brand that I've heard people say they like. You know, one of the ones I like that I've seen online, I haven't bought it, mind you. I don't own any silicone. I saw them on the TikTok shop, and it was like the Mayfair brand. I don't know if they sell them on Amazon, and I don't think they do by the look of it. But it was like a silicone Reborn doll, and it was actually really cute. I saw Mama Collie was showing it when I was watching her one day on TikTok when she did, like, a live stream. And she was showing off, like, some different Reborn dolls, and one of them was, like, not Reborn dolls, but, like, silicone dolls, and one of them was a Mayfair silicone doll, and I thought it was so cute. This Bayside one is adorable, and I would think that it would be, like, 16-inch. I don't know if it would be newborn or preemie. I want to say it would be preemie size. But I feel like Bayside is more, like, trustworthy as far as, like, what is silicone and what is not. Like, some of these brands I don't know about, but, like, I'm letting you know about the few that, like, from what I've seen, the reviews kind of match what you're getting, and like whatnot. Yeah, I saw one. Reborn dolls. Maybe that's what I typed that was different. I typed something that was different when I saw that doll. I don't know what I had typed when I saw it. But I saw one that I knew was that Saskia. I don't know how it's pronounced. I knew it was that kit that I can't pronounce. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that is so close that you are stealing the artist's work. Is it this one? This one looks similar, but I don't know if the sculpt looks exactly the same. Maybe we can see like what people viewed that in particular. But I want to say it was like, it had like blonde hair and like a green dress. If you've seen it, let me know, because now I'm super curious, because I'm like, you know, like I know I saw that doll. I know I did, because it was a dead ringer, and it looked like it was using an artist's photo. So that's what you have to be aware of. Some of these that you're gonna find online, they're gonna use the artist photo. The doll might not match what you think you're getting. I've heard good things about Bayside, iCradle, and I've heard some good things about Ivita. I don't know about some of the other brands, but Woori is another one I've seen people open up, and that they had good like things to say. I don't know if this doll. There's one in like a pink dress that I know had good reviews. Yeah, see, 82% gave it like a 5-star review. People had good things to say about that. That's another brand. Like I said, I don't know if they steal. I don't know if they've got stolen sculpts. Some of them do, but I said we're going into less ethical territory. So please keep that in mind. This one has, I know I've seen, it's that mouth shape. See, that one's got an artist picture. Does it actually look like the picture when you get it though? Because that actually looks like really lifelike. People gave it like 4.4 out of 5 stars. Let me see somebody post a picture. Oh, okay, it's nice rooted. It looks like the picture. That is cute. See, so these are just other options. Now that I made this really long video, that is about ethical and less ethical ways of getting reborn like dolls, and I showed you my replica doll that I bought. Let me know what you think about this video. I'm newer to collecting reborn dolls. Please be nice about my replica. It is a birthday gift. I do really love her. I don't plan on selling her. I understand she's not like an authentic reborn, in the sense that she is a replica, and she is a factory doll, but I'm gonna end it there for now. I just wanted to show you everything she came with and the doll, because I said I was going to do a little unboxing of Charlotte Marie. I'm trying to find where they sell this replica doll, and I'm trying to find it because I wanted to include the link in this video. But if you would like to see me do reviews on some of like the Bayside dolls next year, because I'm already like planning my content for the rest of the year and into next year, let me know, because if that's something you want, that's definitely something we can get into, and I will definitely unbox, like, I know next year, I'm waiting until next year to get another Reborn from reborns.com. If you want me to unbox that online, I definitely will. I plan on doing it anyways. So I guess like whether you want to or not, I'm going to do it. But I hope you like Charlotte Marie. it was definitely a bonding experience between me and my father. Me and him picked out the names together. It was a good memory. I ate out with him at McDonald's for my birthday. My grandmother for my birthday made me these delicious lobster rolls. She cooked lobster with some mayo and everything, and my mom gave me some hot dogs, and I had some lobster rolls for my birthday. I only asked for a Reborn doll and some lobster rolls for my birthday, and I feel like I did get that. I ended up buying 2 dolls. So I have another one that I'm going to be unboxing. That was also from Facebook Marketplace. I think it's of the Joey kit, and it appears to be authentic. But it didn't have a COA, so that makes me a little but sometimes people lose the COAs over time, so I'm like, it looks authentic, it feels authentic, the texture, but I'm of course comparing it to Melissa Pearl, but we'll see. But on that note, I hope you all have a lovely day. I'm sorry I haven't seen a lot of you for a while. I've been really focusing on my health, both physically, mentally, and everything, and kind of coming back refreshed. I was getting a little burnt out, and so I'm coming back with some content, hopefully content that's fresher, newer, hopefully more fun, more creative, have some more creative energy for you guys. But I've been spending time with family, time with hobbies and things. So let me know what you think. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you all another day. Bye everyone.